You know what I'm talking about. Everybody's confused. A puzzle can't be solved, and it's bothering some people. You don't fit with everyone else. You don't twist yourself into different shape to be liked, and that making them uneasy. You stand firm, secure on who you are, confident and sure of yourself. You don't need a group to feel good about yourself, and this kind of independence is unsettling to them. Those who rely heavily on others and can't seem to stand on their own. But you enter a room, not desperate for acceptance or friendship, and it caused them to feel insecure. They simply can't grasp how you can be so strong and confident on your own. How? People often sit and ponder. How can this individual be strong on his own? How can you be so weak in groups? So self-sufficient. How do they manage to be so confident without the need for a group support? They find it baffling. But you don't rely on the approval of many to feel assured wherever you are. Furthermore, you don't enter relationships by trying to ingratiate yourself with others just to blend in. Your ability to rely on yourself and your confidence seem like a superpower, but they cannot fathom, and it leaves them perplexed and unsettled. Continue to be yourself, because it's clear that your presence and manner are impactful enough to disrupt their sense of moralcy. When it comes to formal relationship, you take a measured approach. You don't rush to immerse yourself in deep conversations or forge close ties with someone just because they are a new acquaintance. You believe that relationship should revolve at a natural ways, not forced or hastened simply because you share a workplace or a common environment. Indeed, sharing a workspace doesn't automatically qualify someone as a close friend. You possess a keen ability to understand people quickly. You get a sense of someone's true intentions and the energy that they admit right from the first initial interaction. Occasionally, a brief exchange is for you to decide rather to maintain distance or keep the interaction short, especially if something about their demeanor seems questionable. This discernment is truly a gift. You have innate ability to pick up subtle cues and make sound judgment about people based on their insight. They are mystified how they can effortlessly see through them. This ability stands with a deeper connection and spiritual insight that they lack access in. They fail to understand that your intuition is enhanced with the Holy Spirit, providing you a perspective, an edge that simply cannot replicate. You have been blessed with the Holy Spirit, which granted you an extraordinary ability to discern others' true intentions. This is like having a superpower that allows you to see beyond people's masks. You can easily detect when someone harbors ill intention, even if they are smiling at you. You sense when something isn't right and know better than to trust them blindly. They're baffled by your ability to do this, and it's frustrating because they cannot decipher or control you. Here's the reality. You're kind, but you also value authenticity. Many people confuse kindness with weakness, assuming you might be easily deceived or soft. However, you're anything but naive. While you are compassionate, you're equally equipped to be straightforward and firm. When necessary, you can assert yourself and set boundaries without causing a scene. This balance leaves them puzzled because they can't categorize you as a nice or harsh. Your personality presents a complex enigma to them. They struggle to label you as either gentle or tough, reserved or bold. You're a multifaceted, and they find it challenging to understand which aspect of your personality will surface in any given situation. Are you confident or cautious? Are you quiet or influential? عالم فاضية. Embody of these mixed qualities. As a follower of God, you possess a range of characteristics that make you a complex and engaging individual. Even when you stand apart from the crowd, you maintain confidence. Your presence is commanding, whether you choose to speak up or remain quiet, drawing attention naturally. You embody a variety of simultaneously a concept they find difficult to grasp. They can't fathom the spiritual guidance that you operate under. Because if they have an idea what it's like, they would sit their punk ass down in fear. The preference to keep further deepens intrigue and confusion about you. They see you as someone confident, complex, and true to yourself, and this disturbs them. Can you imagine? They struggle to understand what drives you and bothers them because they lack the same keen insight or spiritual understanding. You're living as a multifaceted, incredible self, and they find it overwhelming. You don't share every personal detail because you believe that managing your own life isn't a public affair. You have faith that God is by your side, and when challenges arise, you turn to prayer for guidance. You receive your direction directly from the Most High, eliminating the need to broadcast your issues to everyone. You learned that divulging too much about your personal life just fuels gossip. Aware that God supports you, you choose to bring more concerns to Him in prayer rather than discussing it with others who might misuse the information. You place your trust in God to manage your worries, believing firmly in this approach. You don't sit around sharing every aspect for your life just to get a topic of conversation. You recognize that revealing too much to people who can't actually assist you is pointless. Instead, you keep your matters private and let God take care of them. Your quiet confidence in your faith perplexes others. They are left puzzled, trying to figure you out because you don't reveal much about yourself. This secrecy makes them realize how little they truly know about you, adding to their frustration and curiosity. They observe someone who is firm in his beliefs, someone who doesn't feel the need to share their struggle or need their approval of others. It's evident that you place your trust in the Most High to manage your life. And this distinct faith distinguishes you They find themselves puzzled, trying to understand who you are because you smartly keep your personal matter private, shared only with God. They notice that you don't openly discuss details, as some might, and this leads them to admit, I really don't know much about them. And that's precisely the point. You only share what is necessarily. Just like when Jesus was on earth, people are constantly trying to understand him. They labeled him in various ways, unable to grasp his true essence. Was he the Messiah, a prophet, a teacher? They struggled to recognize his true identity. A child of God. And when you welcome the Holy Spirit into your life, seeking to emulate Jesus, you will transform. And God will allow you to experience hardship and challenges, endure persecution and suffering, all to refine your character, to mirror his own. This path shaped you to approach life as Jesus did. Upon embracing him, you began to exhibit more of his traits, just as Jesus was often misunderstood, marginalized, and enigmatic due to his divine nature. You too carry that same profound influence. The strength you receive from Christ empowers you to achieve everything through him, who fortifies you. This includes accessing spiritual gifts like discernment, along with other divine blessings. Such profound capabilities distinguishing you and mystify those who cannot grasp your essence. Yet, if they were to embrace the Holy Spirit, they too could share in this extraordinary power. They fail to understand you because they lack the Holy Spirit, which is the foundation of your strength and character. Remember, you are remarkable and intentionally chosen to stand out as a child of God. Hold this truth with confidence. Don't be concerned about blending with everyone else. It's okay if you just have few close friends. Consider Yeshua. He didn't surround himself with a large crowd. He encountered his disciples during his journey, and only those who, with the right spirit, became part of his inner circle. Others, like Judas, even in their betrayal, ultimately contributed to fulfilling his divine mission. Realize that these experiences, being misunderstood, facing adversity, and feeling out of place, are meant to foster your growth. Some might to marginalize you or make you feel like an outsider, but it's because your inner light is so compelling. They are attracted to your radiance, puzzled why they lack it themselves. Why can't they decipher you? It's straightforward. They don't recognize that your vigor and essence emanate directly from God. They remain puzzled because they are not connected to the same divine source. I hope this message will make you connect with the divine source, because anyone can. Anyone.